Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that's both universal and a little uncomfortable: criticism. Criticism, as uncomfortable as it can be, is also an incredible opportunity for growth. So in this video, we're going to unpack some practical tips on how to handle criticism constructively. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about what criticism really is. At its core, criticism is feedback. It's someone else's perspective on our actions, behavior, work, or ideas. Not all criticism is created equal. Some comes from a place of genuine care and a desire to help us improve. This is constructive criticism. But then there's criticism rooted in negativity or a desire to tear us down. How do we tell the difference? It starts with understanding the intention behind the feedback. Is it presented with empathy and respect, or is it laced with blame and personal attacks? Learning to discern between these types of criticism is essential in developing resilience. All right, let's dive into our first tip for handling criticism like a pro. Don't take it personally. This is easier said than done, but it's a crucial skill to develop. Most of the time, criticism isn't actually about us as individuals. It's important to remember that feedback is often a reflection of the other person's perspective and not a definitive judgment of our worth. It's about something we've done, a choice we've made, or a behavior that someone else is reacting to. This distinction is vital because it helps us to focus on the specific issue at hand rather than feeling attacked or demoralized. The key is to separate ourselves from the situation. Taking a step back, both mentally and emotionally, can provide the clarity needed to assess the feedback objectively. Instead of internalizing the criticism as a personal attack, view it as feedback about a specific action or behavior. This approach allows us to see criticism as an opportunity for growth and improvement. This subtle shift in perspective can make a world of difference in how we process and respond to criticism. By seeing it as constructive rather than destructive, we can maintain a positive outlook and continue to develop our skills. Remember, criticism often stems from a difference in perspectives, expectations, or communication styles. What one person sees as a flaw, another might see as a strength. Understanding this can help us to not take feedback too personally. It doesn't mean we're bad, wrong, or unworthy. It simply means there's room for improvement, and that's something we all have. Embracing this mindset can lead to personal and professional growth, making us more resilient and adaptable in the face of criticism. So next time you receive criticism, take a deep breath, separate yourself from the feedback, and view it as a stepping stone towards becoming a better version of yourself. This approach will not only help you handle criticism more effectively, but also turn it into a powerful tool for your continuous development. Let's move on to our next game-changing tip. Listen carefully and don't interrupt. Mastering the art of truly listening when someone is criticizing us is a game changer. When we interrupt, we're essentially shutting down the conversation. On the other hand, when we listen attentively, we're showing respect for their viewpoint. Be present, put away distractions, and give the other person your undivided attention. Make eye contact, nod your head, and resist the urge to jump in with your own thoughts. When you feel the urge to interrupt, take a deep breath instead. Let the other person finish speaking, then respond thoughtfully. Let's move on to our next tip. Ask for clarification. This is an essential skill in both personal and professional settings. When we receive feedback, it's not always clear what the other person means. Misunderstandings can easily occur, and without proper clarification, we might end up addressing the wrong issues or missing the point entirely. Sometimes criticism can be vague and confusing. It might be delivered in a rush, or the person giving it might assume you understand more than you do. This can leave you feeling lost and unsure of how to proceed. When you receive unclear criticism, don't be afraid to ask for more details. It's important to approach this with a mindset of curiosity rather than defensiveness. Asking for clarification can open up a dialogue that leads to a deeper understanding of the feedback. This shows that you're genuinely interested in understanding the feedback. It demonstrates that you value the other person's perspective and are committed to improving based on their input. Think of it like needing a clear recipe to bake a cake. Without precise instructions, the end result might not turn out as expected. Similarly, Without clear feedback, it's challenging to make the necessary improvements. We need specific details to make constructive criticism work for us. General comments like "do better" or "this isn't right" aren't helpful. We need to know exactly what needs to be improved and how we can go about making those changes. Here are a few phrases that can come in handy. Can you give me an example? This helps to pinpoint exactly what the feedback is referring to and provides a concrete instance to work from. Could you explain it a different way? Sometimes hearing the feedback in different words can make it click. It can also reveal different aspects of the issue that you might not have considered. What specifically did you find unclear? This question can help to identify the exact points of confusion and allows you to address them directly. These questions show that you're engaged and committed to using the feedback to grow. They indicate that you are taking the feedback seriously and are willing to put in the effort to understand and act on it. Asking for clarification isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit that you don't understand something and to seek out the information you need to improve. It shows that you're willing to seek understanding and use feedback as a tool for positive change. By asking for clarification, you demonstrate a proactive approach to personal and professional development, which can lead to better outcomes and stronger relationships. Let's talk about a crucial aspect of navigating criticism, considering the source. Not all criticism carries the same weight. Feedback from a trusted mentor or respected colleague carries more weight than criticism from someone with ulterior motives. This doesn't mean we should automatically dismiss criticism from less trusted sources. Sometimes even harsh critics can offer valuable insights. We need to weigh the feedback carefully, considering the source's intentions and credibility. Ask yourself, is this person someone I trust and respect? Do they have a history of offering constructive feedback? By considering the source, we can better discern which feedback to take to heart and which to let roll off our backs. Let's talk about a powerful tool for handling criticism: reflection. Our initial reaction to criticism isn't always our best response. Sometimes we need time and space to process what we've heard. When we react impulsively, we often say or do things we later regret. But when we take the time to reflect, we can respond from a place of greater clarity. Practice reflection by hitting the pause button. Take a few deep breaths, go for a walk, or talk it through with a trusted friend. This allows you to process your emotions and formulate a thoughtful response. Reflection isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about giving yourself the time to respond authentically. Let's talk about embracing criticism as a learning opportunity. Criticism, whether it comes from a boss, a colleague, or even a friend, can be tough to swallow. But it's important to remember that it's not just about pointing out flaws, it's about helping us grow and become better versions of ourselves. Even though criticism can sting, it holds incredible potential for growth. When we receive feedback, it's an opportunity to see ourselves from another perspective, one that we might not have considered before. This new viewpoint can be incredibly enlightening. Every piece of criticism offers us a glimpse into how our actions are perceived by others. It's like holding up a mirror to our behavior and seeing the reflection that others see. This can be a powerful tool for self-improvement. It's a chance to gain valuable insights into our blind spots and improve. Often, we are unaware of certain aspects of our behavior or performance that might be holding us back. Constructive criticism shines a light on these areas, giving us the chance to address and overcome them. Our growth often hinges on our ability to embrace discomfort and lean into feedback. It's not always easy to hear that we need to change, but it's in these moments of discomfort that we find the greatest opportunities for growth. Shift your mindset by asking, what can I learn from this feedback? Instead of seeing criticism as a personal attack, view it as a learning experience. This shift in perspective can make all the difference in how we process and respond to feedback. Is there any truth to it? Reflect on the feedback you receive and consider its validity. Even if it's hard to hear, there's often a kernel of truth that can help us improve. How can I use this to improve? Think about actionable steps you can take to address the feedback. Setting specific goals can help you make tangible progress. When we approach criticism with a growth mindset, we transform it into a catalyst for positive change. Embracing feedback with an open mind allows us to continuously evolve and improve, leading to greater success and fulfillment. Remember, criticism is a part of life, but how we choose to receive it is where our power lies. By viewing criticism as an opportunity rather than a setback, we can harness its potential to drive us forward and achieve our goals. To wrap things up, handling criticism constructively is all about mindset. By staying calm, listening carefully, and using feedback as a learning tool, you can turn criticism into a powerful driver for growth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.